I'm mother of six kids. I'm grandmother of 13 grandchildren. I'm a woman, and I know that my most important mission in life is to make peace between Israel and Palestine. And I really believe that women and mothers can do it. I was 12 years old. I lost my beloved oldest brother in war in Sinai desert. And in one moment, I realized the real price of wars. At that time, I decided that I'll devote all my life to make peace and to make my parents happy and to bring them many grandchildren. But I didn't succeed to make them happy because my mother died from sorrow. But I'm still devoted to the mission to bring peace, because there is no reason in the world that mother will lose her child for avoidable wars. And this is our duty as mothers, as grandmothers, as women. I was involved in many peace organizations during the years. I was the chairperson of the bereaved Israeli-Palestinian movement organization and in many other channels. But at 2014, when one more bloody circle of war in Gaza, I realized that I have to do something else. And I understood that what is missing is the voice of women, the voice of mothers, because we have to enlarge the peace community. We have to open new hearts. We have to find a new language that will enable new women to take part in this path for peace. And for that mission, we established our Women Wage Peace. The main target is to bring a peace by agreement, diplomatic agreement with the Palestinians that will bring life of peace, freedom, equality, rights for all the women and men and children in our area. The situation was a new and unneeded cycle of violence in the south of Israel, in Gaza area, after more and more circles of violence. And we said to ourselves, it can't continue like this. We have to do something else. We have to stop these circles of violence. Nothing will go good from this. Only dead people and bereaved families. And we said we have to make our voice as women and mothers as loud as possible and to demand to stop these circles of violence via diplomatic agreement. Because we know in these steps the extremes are coming bigger and the moderate voices are coming weaker. So we have to give chance to the moderate voices from both sides to enable all of us to live in peace and security. I think the most important thing that women brings to the table is the ability to build trust. I look at you, I look at your eyes, and I know that we are sharing the most important values in our life. I don't have to argue with you. We know that in wars there are no winners. We know the unbelievable value of life, and there is no reason to kill each other. We don't want our children will be killed, and we don't want them to be the killers. This is so easy for women, and the ability to build trust, to listen to the different voices, to give solidarity to the other points of view, even though if you are not fully agree, but to give the patience, to give the respect to other voices, and especially our devotion. The idea that we are not giving up. There is no power in the world that will stop mother to take care of her child. And that's the energy that we are bringing to this process of peace. We decided that the best way to symbolize our devotion is by walking together, from the north to the south, from the east to Jerusalem, to walk days and days together, to enable all the women around the area to join us. And thousands of them did. And we were many thousands of women marching till Jerusalem, all over the country, with Palestinian friends. And these photos of our marches actually built our movement, because women around the world, women around the area looked at us and said, I want to be there. Thousands of women marching in the desert, in the mountains, with white dress, with turquoise scarves. This is our sign of hope. And actually the combination of the flags, of the blue of the Israeli flag and the red of the Palestinian flag. So we said, we are together. And the idea that we are walking and there is nothing that can stop us gave us the idea that marches is the way to recognize our devotion. First of all, it's very, very difficult because the situation is horrible. Really, it's hell what is going now in Gaza and what happened in the 7th of October in Israel. It's really hell. And the situation is asymmetric. We are the strong side. And the situation of our life is so different. But we succeeded to find the main and the most important base of our humanity as mothers, and to know that in the core of our existence is the same values, the values of mothers, the values of women that are devoted and fully dedicated to the most important mission in our life, to take care of our children. That's the way to make this connection possible. And you will be surprised to know that I feel with my partners from Palestine that they are my closest friends. Even though there is so big difference between us, the main and the most important thing, we are sharing the same things. And the idea that we are together gives both of us a lot of energy and a lot of hope. Of course, dialogue is the only way to meet each other, to understand each other, to decide together that we are not giving up of the future of our children. We have to listen to each other, we have to respect each other. And it doesn't mean that you have to agree of all the subjects, but you have to listen, you have to respect, and this is the only way to build mutual agreements. That's the way that we wrote our common mother's call. We spoke, we listened, we cried, we hugged each other, and then we found our common basic of mothers to be part of the peace process. So that's exactly what we are doing now. This mother's call. You can see it in Hebrew and Arabic and also in English. What is written here is the core of our partnership, the basic, the framework of our partnership. And we wrote here, we Palestinian and Israeli women from all walks of life are united in the human desire for a future of peace, freedom, equality, rights, and security for our children and the next generations. We believe that the majority of the people of our nations also shared our mutual desire. Therefore, we demand that the leaders listen to us and so on. And the last sentence is, we join hands in determination and partnership to bring hope back to our peoples. We wrote it 5 years ago. It took 9 months of pregnancy till we found the right words that express our based values. And we have diverse of women in our movement, and the Women of the Sun, our partner, our sister movement, has also diverse voices, and it was quite challenging. But we succeeded. We found these words that express our feelings, and we know that these days are the time to resonate as loud as possible this mother's call all over the world, and to create a great movement of women and mothers around the world to support our call, to support our demand from the leaders to bring hope, to bring peace to our children. It's important for me to make a difference between optimism and hope. Optimism, it's something that you have or you haven't. Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes you say, okay, once it will be okay. I don't know how, I don't know when. This is optimism. But hope is something else. Hope has deep connection to duty, to commitment. The idea that it's your responsibility to work for it, to create hope. Hope is not something that suddenly arises from the sky. You have to work and create hope. And the nice thing is that when you create work to create hope, hope is coming bigger and bigger. And then you stick with people with this hope, and you find friends that believe with you, and we can do it together. And there are so many people in Israel, so many people in Palestine that stick to this hope and really want to bring peace to our people. So we raise the flag of hope. It's a big responsibility, and we'll never give up, because this is our most important mission in life. So please support us. We need the support. We call on the women of the world to stand by us for a future of peace and security, prosperity, dignity, and freedom for ourselves, our children, and the people of the region. We call the people of both nations, Palestinian and Israelis, and people of the region to join our call and demonstrate their support for a resolution of the conflict. We call on people of peace from around the world, both young and old, religious leaders, people of influence, community leaders, and educators, and those who hold these issues close to their hearts to add their voices to our call. We need to make a huge movement of people that demand peace. We need your support. With such a big movement, we can make a change.